Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little makeup recreation and kind of full face of R.e.m. Beauty by Ariana Grande. She recently did a 2-year anniversary Q&A and a photo shoot, and I just loved the makeup look that her makeup artist did, and I had pretty much all of the products. We're first going to block out our eyelids with a nice eyeshadow primer. I love this one because it really gets rid of all the redness in my eyelids and the pink and purple, and then it also helps my eyeshadow stay longer and apply better. And next we're going to take the Midnight Shadows eyeshadow palette in the shade Baby Doll, which is the first launch that they did, one of the first products I got. And I'm going to take that Sweetheart Matte Pink Cream shade, just a basic bone shade. I wouldn't say it has pink in it, I don't know. This shot I had to keep in because it kind of looked like I was lurking on an endangered species and taking a photo. I just thought it was pretty. But after we set down that eyelid with Sweetheart, we're going to take Croissant, which is the fourth matte warm sand tone color. It's just so pretty. I feel like you probably have this color in any eyeshadow palette. It's basically just like a matte transition shade, but I love the name Croissant. It really is the exact color of a crispy, crunchy croissant. But we're going to really buff that out and kind of create a nice cat eye shadow shape in the crease, but really buffing it out so it's nice and blended. And if you feel like you lose any of that brightness, just take that cream bone Sweetheart shade and put it back on your lid. But we really want it to be nice, blown out, soft, matte look. And we are going to be using the TikTok famous Midnight Shadows Lustrous Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Fembot, which is an iridescent blue flip. It's very unique in its color, I would say. I have to say I'm a little disappointed in the formula. I feel like it's kind of not easy to layer. It gets a little crunchy, a little dry, a little flaky, but I did do it as a liner and kept adding over it, so maybe that was the issue. Maybe it's, I mean, obviously they did that in the photo shoot too, but I don't know how they did it to not make it look so crunchy and crispy, but I'm gonna have to keep playing with this and do it maybe more as an eyeshadow topper or just like a one and done look. I'm curious to keep trying it. I did get it on sale, so that was nice, but it is such a beautiful, unique color. I feel like I thought I had a dupe of it, but I looked into my collection and I definitely don't. It definitely doesn't put a lot of product on that little doe foot, but it still was able to get it on there. I did take this really thin and narrow nail art brush to try to apply it, to create my little cat wing, and it definitely worked, but I did end up having to use the doe foot, put it on my eye, and then use the little brush to try to spread it out, and it did take a few layers, but obviously in this shot it does look stunning. It is really beautiful, but I just need to keep playing with it. The formula was a little crispy and crunchy, like I said. Every time I keep thinking of that, I keep thinking of Trixie Mattel and her talking about the crunchy R's.
One of the big ones is when people say, I call them crispy R's. When someone's like, oh yeah, can I have a graham cracker? Can I have a Krispy Kreme? That's crunchy. That's great. I'm just a girl.
But now ever since I've heard it, it's all I can say. But anyways, back to the makeup. But you just basically do a nice big cat wing with Fembot and carve it out. If you mess up, I would say it is kind of like one of those fast setting liquid eyeshadows, which is nice so it stays on all day. So if you want to erase any of it, you definitely are going to have to take like a wet makeup remover, Q-tip or wipe or something to help resharpen that up. But we're just gonna flip to the other eye and create the other cat eye. And in the makeup look of the photo shoot, it did kind of look like Fembot was all over the lid too a little, but in the Q&A it looked like she just had the winged eyeliner and then the graphic little line, which we will be creating next. I think if I did this look again, the only thing I would change is I would do my black cat eye first. I found this formula really hard to put liner over. I don't know why I thought I could do that. I just wasn't thinking. The cat eye in her video isn't that extreme anyways, so they probably did the same thing, because she said she used the At the Borderline eyeliner marker, which is one of my favorite eyeliners. I've had the same one for 2 years and it is definitely on its last leg, but it still works enough. But I didn't use it for this video just because it is, not as pigmented as it used to be, because it is 2 years old. But yes, if you do this look, I would suggest doing the black liner first and then putting this cat eye over it. I just wasn't thinking. Or you don't even have to use a cat eye. I just was trying to follow the makeup look. But like I said, I just kept layering it until I got my desired look. And I didn't feel like I was having a little issue with that. In this video, it looks more showing it up than in the mirror I was looking at, so I think maybe it was just me not being able to see it. But we're taking that same little brush and we're taking that fembot shade and we're just doing a little graphic eye. I feel like hers was definitely a lot thicker than mine, but she has more eyelid space than I do, so I went a little tinier, a little more subtle. And it's super simple. Anyone could do this, and it turned out super cute. Very futuristic, very mod 1960s, and I love the contrast of the cool toned fembot with the blue, purple, silver clip next to the croissant nice warm tone brown. I just think those colors work so well together, and you wouldn't think so. And I also feel like they kind of make my eyes look more green, like there's more green in my eyes than normal. I don't know if that's just me, but it definitely looks more like a green brown with these colors on my eyes. I do take a little of that croissant shade and run it under my lash line just to tie it all together. And obviously you could just apply some mascara and go on your day, and this is a beautiful look by itself. But I did, like I said, go ahead and go in with a black felt tip liner. Like I said, I would say do this before. I mean, it still looks fine, but I was just not, like, I'm so used to just like black pigment. It just looked weird and it applied kind of funky over that cream shadow. So I would just say go ahead and do the liner first, and then just go and take your little liner brush and then create your little cat eye around the black shadow. It'll just work better in your favor, and you won't be as frustrated as I was. If you felt like you lost any of fembot, just take the same product on your little brush and just re-add it. Very simple. And then you're just gonna apply some mascara. I do not have any R.e.m. Beauty's mascara. I'm interested to try, but mascara is not like my hugest thing that I have to use every day, just because I do wear false lashes and my lashes aren't that amazing in general. But we are taking the Maybelline Colossal mascara and applying that before we take the R.e.m. Beauty Dream Lashes in the style Eternally Meowing. I would say these are probably my favorite of the two that I've tried, but at the end of the day, they are just overpriced for what they are. I would say, if you can get them for cheap, like I did on BoxyCharm for like $6, there you go. That's how to do it. Don't pay full price for these. They're like, these are beautiful, but I can pay $10 for 5 pair of lashes, and I'm happier with the outcome, and you have more there than just 1 pair for $16. But they are super beautiful and fluttery and flirty. I'm definitely getting my use out of them, and will get my money's worth, because I did pair it by Grow and Show for full price when they first came out, but then Internally Meowing I did get on discount. That's a good thing about lashes. They're not like, when I first started doing lashes, I thought that you couldn't wear them multiple times and I would throw them out, and that was stupid. Don't do that. You can wear your lashes for up to 20 times, if not more, as long as you clean them well. I also do not have a single R.e.m. Beauty eyebrow product. I have tried their brow gel in store, and I did like how the doe foot is set up and everything, but I didn't find the formula to be like super stiff or long lasting in a way that most people want their eyebrows to, you know, stay down and not move around a lot and keep them nice and lifted. So I probably won't pick that up, but I do have this quick brow sculpting laminating gel that I got through my BoxyCharm for free. I think it was for my birthday. I can't remember, but I just remember getting it for free. And again, I really liked the spoolie on this, and then it also has like it almost looks like an eyelash comb, and you can, you know, spread that gel out, and then it has like a little soft brush to help brush through them and get rid of clumps. But I really enjoy this brow product. I would say, again, it's not as like long lasting as like my Schwarzkopf gel, but I could always maybe apply some of that gel and then put it into the tube so that it helps with the formula being a little bit more long wearing. But I really liked the brush on this. Very cute. And then of course the packaging and the typography is very on brand for me. To prime the skin, we're using the Lunar Magic Blurring Primer. It's definitely got that cooling sensation like the under eye balm, and it's definitely blurs out your pores, but nothing as crazy as my favorite ones like the e.l.f. Good Vibes one or the number 7 Airbrush Tinted Away. Nothing as blurring as those two, but it is a good product. But something I would probably use but never buy again, if you get my vibe. It's good, but just not everyday drawer good. What is everyday drawer good is their sweetener foundation. It's long wearing, hydrating, makes my skin look so healthy and fresh without looking too super cakey or matte or dry or anything. I would say it's more on the matte finish, but like I said, it's like a matte natural finish. It just perfectly evens out my skin tone and color corrects without feeling super heavy, because some foundations can feel really heavy and dry on your face, but this one I can never tell I'm wearing it. And like I said, it's like the foundation I wear every single day. My makeup collection is crying and screaming for me to use other foundations, but I really need to get back to that because this one is just my addiction lately. Next is the sweetener concealer that started the love of the concealer, and they made it into a foundation. It's very juicy, hydrating, doesn't like settle in your lines. I definitely don't have like the brightest shade. I would say this is like my skin tone, so it doesn't add any brightness to me, but they do have 60 shades, so I could go back and get another one. I did go back and get a darker one to use as a cream contour bronzer kind of vibe. I saw she do that like when these first launched, so I did that when they had a nice 30% off sale. And it's definitely more warm tone than I expected, but it does work out well, and it goes really well with that croissant little shade in my eyes and kind of ties the whole look together. It's not gonna like, I didn't use too much where it's like a crazy contour. It just makes me look more healthy and glowy like I go outside. But blushed up the cheeks, I did get the Naughty and Iced holiglitch like holiday collection they came out with. It came with one of the highlighters and a cream blush and Gingerbread Kiss, and it's a beautiful blush and lip cheek stick, and it's a universal mauve pink. Very beautiful, goes really well with this look, nice and creamy. I do tend to add more blush than normal just because the color is a little light for me, but it is a nice natural pink. Very beautiful and easy to blend. I would say blush is my second, well maybe my third favorite makeup item. I love winged eyeliner, eyelashes, and blush, and then lipstick. So blush is really up there. I love a lot of blush. I don't like to look too crazy, but lately I've been more into like the hot pink blush like I showed in my last makeup favorites video. But this one is very nice and neutral if you don't want to look too crazy. We're going to set it with the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in Translucent, my go-to everyday blurring setting powder. It's just so good. Makes me look poreless, keeps my face on all day without feeling like it's gonna fall off. She hasn't came out with a powder, but maybe that's next. Next is a bronzer, which she doesn't have, but I feel like I might have teased it in that promo video, what it looked like. But we're going to take the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. I saw these come out a while ago, and one of my favorite bronzers is an L'Oreal one, but this one's more matte. And to top the blush, I am going to apply the Interstellar Highlighter Topper in Miss Neptune, which is a lavender with a light blue flip, and that goes really well with this look, and it is also what she used in the makeup look as well as Gingerbread. I did take my blush brush and kind of run over it to dye it down a little bit, but I've been really into blushes that are kind of purple pink based just to add more glow to my cheeks. And I do take the Interstellar Highlighter in Miss Mercury, which is the more champagne one, and do it on the tip of my nose and a little bit on the cheeks just to add some more champagne glow rather than purple. We're taking the At the Borderline lip liner in Harmonies, which is the one that she mentioned she was wearing, and since they were having the 2-year sale, I decided to pick it up because the IQ one is my favorite lip liner. So I wanted to try out a different color, and this one is definitely a more warm-based nude pink brown color, and I really like it. And I tried to follow more of my natural lip shape because I've been getting mean comments about how I overline my lips, which is a reflection on those people, not me. But again, because my lower lip is so big, every time I like rub my lips together, it just overpowers my Cupid's bow anyways. So I just kind of give up sometimes. But we are taking the On Your Color lipstick in Lingerie, which is another one that she mentioned that she's been really obsessed with. It's in like a nude based brown. I feel like the On Your Color matte lipstick in Hottie, which I do apply right now, is the liquid version of it. So if you want a matte version, a more cream version, they have two different options. I personally love the liquid version because it is so transfer proof, it's insane. But the other one is very cute and I love the packaging on it. It's very cute and like astronaut-y. But there is the completed look. I feel like I did a pretty decent job mimicking the makeup look that her makeup artist did on her. And I felt very mod and space age and cute. I even tried to wear a little brown sweater dress to kind of go with her R.e.m. Beauty sweatshirt, which I wish she would put that merch out. It was for an ice cream event to have you be able to test out the foundation. And it was so cute, but I hope she puts merch out. I'm sure she will. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you if you were looking at some of the R.e.m. Beauty stuff and were interested in it and then you wanted a nice close-up shot. But don't forget to have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye!